All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to our first sort of smaller weekly stream. This stream we're going to be playing. It's going to be Trip and I kind of hanging out and playing
Hey.
some. Right now, Shadowrun returns. Sort of an old school CRPG, cyberpunk science fantasy thing. I've played this before about 8 years ago, so I don't really remember. A
You
ton.
ran it for us once. Just the one time, though. We only ever
okay,
did like
so
one session.
yeah, you're thinking, Trip, of so there's Shadowrun Returns is a it's a digital, it's a table, or it's a computer game, right? A video game version of the tabletop RPG Shadowrun, which is what I ran once.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
so,
remember that. I was so proud of that moment because that's like one of the smartest things I ever did in an RPG where okay, we're sending the team into the building. I, with the sniper, should not go in the building. Rather, I should find some place like half a mile away and just watch the front door in case anybody shows up. And that turned out to be super relevant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was some of the most, that one shot we had.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
But this is obviously the digital version.
Right. So obviously there's like a little less, freedom because you don't have a human DM, but the whole aspect of Shadowrun where it is in terms of like mechanical gameplay is this very like heist oriented kind of feel. I mean, heists are just an inherently fun thing to like as a gamified thing. Heists are really cool. But sure. Here, you want to just hop right on into the game?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's get it started.
Yeah. So, are you able to see? Are you able to see my gameplay on your screen now?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, we'll be playing on hard, I think, just for a little extra fun. And we can just get started into a new game.
So what do we have? Is this you pick your campaign?
Well, so the rest of this stuff is, I think, like Steam Workshop stuff I downloaded years ago. This is the actual campaign.
Okay. In the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You will need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master powerful forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. Seattle, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It takes place in... Oh, it takes place in our world then? Not
Shadowrun. So Shadowrun's setting is one of my favorite RPG settings that I've sort of been exposed to, just because it's this really cool, like, it's the basic history is that you have sort of a couple of things happening in parallel. So in like the early 2000s, in the setting of Shadowrun, you have sort of the beginnings of like sort of corporate dominance and corporate sort of subsuming of, the traditional modes of authority.
Right.
Not anything like major, but I believe there are some like particular like privatized, security force incidents and like corporations, running cities and things of that nature by like the late like 2000s, maybe 2010s. But then also they work in a little, some good conspiracy angle with the Mayan calendar in 2012. Because because remember, this is a science fantasy cyberpunk setting.
Sure. The Mayans were real. Yeah.
What happens is it's the end of the fifth world and the beginning of the sixth world, and magic returns to the Earth. So in the canon of Shadowrun, lots of general historical myths and the like, dragons and various magic and like demigods and the like, often were real or were real people. And so in 2012, that all returns to the world, because it had been, when the fifth world began, it faded away. And sort of it's this like cyclical thing. And so that happens, dragons return, human babies begin being born with various genetic differences that make them into metahumans, such as orcs, trolls, elves, and dwarves, I believe, are the 4 metahuman races that exist within Shadowrun. And then you
Scaly
have
boys and stumpy boys and skinny boys.
Yep. So you have then so then that exists, and there's ley lines and mages and shamans and the like. And yeah, so then you get all of that developing in tandem with there's all of this corporate stuff going on, and over time, corporations sort of megacorps subsume nation
It's not an
states.
apocalypse. It's just a like in My Hero, you have that one moment where the spark happens, and then suddenly 80% of humans are meta-humans or whatever.
Kind of. In this case, it's just things change. Humans are now born also as elves, trolls, dwarves, orcs. They have various.
Is that at random?
Things.
Like if an orc and a dwarf have a kid, can it be an elf?
I think the various meta-human races are true breeding, but I don't know.
Sure.
And I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know is the short answer to that. But
you know what I wonder if in Shadowrun, the game Shadowrun exists in canon.
I don't think it does. But we are Shadowrunners.
Okay.
So actually,
do you want to?
Speaking of,
I was about to
start
say,
making
so
our
male or female? Does anybody have a coin? Chat.
I mean, I like me and male. Me usually play male.
That's true. All true.
So I mean, unless you
can't fault you for that.
Have a strong.
What do we have? Now, let's not be one of the boring humans. What do we have?
So we got
elves.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you got humans, you got elves, you got dwarves, you got orcs, you got trolls, as I said, and you can see, okay, yeah, the Awakening in 2012. These are humans. They find themselves the definition of average or even normal. Still most populous.
Like us.
Often, yes.
Like you and me.
And so you can see there's some stats that get referenced here. So you've got max stats to your body, quickness, strength, charisma, intelligence, and willpower.
You said max? That's max stats?
Yes, those are the maximums your stats can get to in each of those.
Oh, I see.
And then your racial bonus here is +3 to karma. Also, hello, Grant in the chat. Having a good time.
Grant.
In character creation here.
Jeff.
So,
Grant Giles. I thought you said Grant and Jeff. And I'm like, Jeff, yeah. Who's Jeff? It doesn't matter. I'll say hi anyway.
Our distinct friend, Jeff. Anyways, so that's humans. You get +3 to karma. Elves, are able to be quicker and more charismatic than humans. And they get a +1 to charisma. And yes, they're the most, as it says, they're generally viewed as the most fortunate meta-humans. They are the,
Hi, Jeff. I'm going to call Grant Jeff now.
All right,
He's
great.
accepted it. I have it in writing.
But the, so elves are, you'll often stereotypically see them as they might be high-ranking corporate employees or things of that nature.
Elf CEO.
Yep. The objective best CEO is
bastards.
No, but you don't understand, Trip. The objective best CEO in Shadowrun, not that any of them are, good, is Dunkelzahn, the CEO of Saderkrupp Heavy Industries, because Dunkelzahn is a dragon. Which, if you think about it, is really fitting for.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh yeah, because greedy gold hoarding dragon.
Yep. No, it's perfect. But anyway,
that's right.
So elves, we could be an elf, be charismatic and stuff. If we're as our net running role or as our shadow running role, we might be a net runner or the face, kind of handle social interactions and such.
Okay.
Dwarves, sort of sturdy, tinkery, so they have good physical durability and strength.
Blue collar guy.
Yeah.
Probably works the pipes or something.
Yeah, well, and then you got orcs. And they're actually the second most populous meta-human race, second to humans, as you can see here.
Because they breed, JR.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have youngins.
Yep. But yeah, so they're, pointy ears, tusks, and they're very durable. High body stat, good strength, but they're capped lower than normal humans on charisma and intelligence.
I see.
And then there's trolls.
This is a pretty good trade. Jesus.
Trolls have a lot of really strong and tough, but boy, do they suffer socially. So charisma is capped out pretty low. Intelligence is also similar. So, any thoughts
I'm torn. I'm torn. Here's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I feel like every gamer worth their salt plays the race that you don't normally get to play in games and fantasy settings, and that's troll. Also because it's a troll, so you can troll. But for exploring this setting, I'm feeling like the elf might be more useful. Especially if we're going to be like the charismatic leader figure of a party.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like elves would just generally be better at that.
Sure, and
I'm
this
thinking
is Trip's first time playing Shadow. At least Shadow.
yes. No, yeah. No, but when I do my first run through, I'm definitely going to be a troll.
Very good. Okay, yeah. So
How about
so yeah, then we get to pick sort of a general archetype, or we can just not pick one and build whatever we want. But just to go through our archetypes, right? Street Samurai.
Let me just guess. We have the Swiss Army knife, the one who speaks Arabic, the face hugger from Alien, the Pachycerophilus, the horse and buggy guy from the 1800s, and the Black Panther.
Okay, so we have the Street Samurai. Sort of typical, versatile fighter. And, of course, Cyberpunk drawing very heavily on Asian culture in a number of ways.
You notice the names of the stats, body and...
Well, the body is because it's just how tough your body is, but...
Quickness. I guess.
But yeah, so then you got mages.
They might as well call it not constitution and not dexterity, but... No.
Well, yes, different games. It's not a D&D clone, as we established. But Shadowrun's actually a D6-based system in the tabletop game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, D6 systems are interesting. But yeah, so mages... I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Deckers, this is your netrunner. Hackers, they are good at cyberspace stuff.
Sure.
I believe I played a Decker when I played this game 8 years ago, but I'm not certain.
Would that be most akin to the rogue? I'm imagining that's mostly getting through doors and hacking computers to get the information we need.
Yes, though we'll get to how the Matrix works in this game when we get there. But yeah, so then we got Shaman. This is, your sort of more shamanistic mage. Yeah, a druid is like sort of an example. These will draw a lot off of like Native American shamanism and other, sort of traditions there.
Awesome.
Which I'm sure
traditional archery, I'm sure. A dude with a bow and arrow.
No.
Excellent.
No. So yeah, they conjure things, summon spirits, have totems and the like. Then there's riggers. This is your more like mechanic-y tech class.
Yep.
You use drones. And then this is the physical adept. So they are like the monk is the like classic RPG archetype equivalent here. Right, close combat fighter using magic to enhance the body. And also we can just build whatever we feel like.
Oh, okay.
Are you
feeling any of these, or do you want to... Well, are you feeling any of these?
I think, again, I have this, like, obviously me being a software engineer, I guess, I have, like, a tendency towards, like, deckers. And elves are... I mean, elves and humans and dwarves probably are all decent deckers. Just because your key attribute is intelligence, and nobody gets a bonus to intelligence. But
they all have
the same
normal,
like
we'll call it the normal intelligence.
The baseline of 9. There's no one who has higher, but there are people who have lower.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
I will reveal my bias that I am probably the kind of guy who would usually pick rigger, just because I love playing characters that are themselves a one-man party.
Fair.
I like summons. I don't know what it is, but in any game, even in like a shooter, I will love any class that allows me to set up turrets all over a room and mine everything and have a companion and so
well, how about
we don't rely on me.
How about we build whatever we feel like?
Okay.
Let's go. So okay,
the full
now
Shadowrun
we
experience.
Little character customization, so you can pick a portrait, or we can just leave it shadowy, but that's boring.
The tattoos.
Oh yeah,
tattoos are so good.
We got this guy, very generic, boring dude. Got this less generic.
Wow, what a lady killer.
Oh yeah. This fellow.
That's a Tinder profile pic if I ever seen one.
Him.
You have ooh, that's cool. Oh, hey, look, he's a Jedi. Scuba diving, you know.
Yes, so I know.
Okay. No, not everyone who hasn't seen the prequels gets that joke, or hasn't seen the prequels recently.
Yeah. Yeah, this,
you feeling any of these, sir?
This guy this guy looks like a neckbeard, so not him.
Ooh.
Same fellow, but with scars.
I like that one. I kind of am drawn to the more novel-looking ones.
Yeah,
the ones with some kind of weird gear on their face. I like the guy with the tattoo, the hemispherical tattoos on his bald scalp.
I like going for like very, like I guess you could call them garish, but just generally like very visually outstanding looks.
For those in chat who haven't didn't get an 1800 on the SAT, garish is a word meaning. What now?
I think people know what garish
I won't. I actually am kind of blanking on what garish means. So.
Oh, I see. Well,
you stand corrected.
I see. Well, so garish, it's like very visually loud. Usually, garish is negative connotation, right? Something being described as garish is not usually.
Sure, I've heard of that.
Oh yeah, this I believe this is actually
Whoa, look
the
at that
character
lady killer.
portrait I used when I played Shadowrun this game last time.
Oh my goodness, it's a Frenchman. Ooh, whoa!
Yeah, we got some
for that.
real
That's
tattoos
awesome.
there.
No, I mean like an exposed spine.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not exposed.
No
that's like
cheeks.
graft. That's graft inside, and
That's
that
just
is
freaking
tattoo.
Voldemort.
That's a tattoo. He's got.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I fell for that.
And then we got this. So yeah, any.
Either that one or the dreadlocks dude with the Jedi breather.
Yeah.
Those are my votes, but your character, so you pick.
It was.
Maybe not actually. He looks a little too brawny.
Here, let's go with this guy.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
Darth
no,
Malgus from Knights of the Old Republic.
Go with this guy.
You can do that.
Okay, so we got spend or karma. This is upgrading.
Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. So if you have karma level 4, you have to spend 5 points to bump it up to level 5. And 6 points to bump it up to level 6, and so on. And thus improving your... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you...
Yeah. Thus, I feel like generally when we're presented with some text box... to give a dramatic reading would be appropriate. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires... Well, there we go. I wasn't even reading that part. That's almost a word-for-word quote of what I said.
Yep.
You have some karma available now to customize your character.
Yep. And that's the cool thing that Shadowrun does with character design, is it's a character point system, basically. So you don't level up in Shadowrun. You get karma to spend. Or...
Oh, like Skyrim. Or not quite like Skyrim.
Not like Skyrim.
I've played systems like this before. I like this system. This is a cool idea.
Yeah.
It incentivizes you to invest in lower level skills.
Yes.
Or it incentivizes you to be well-rounded, rather. Specializing comes at a greater, diminishing returns for specializing.
Right. Okay, so you can see some things. When we increase body, we have resistance to physical damage, and we get plus 10 HP per point of body we have.
I'm having some really good chicken right now, by the way. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so body, damage resistance, plus 10 HP per point. Quickness, chance to hit in ranged combat, and chance to dodge. Then there are sub-skills for a lot of these attributes, by the way. So quickness has sub-skills in ranged combat, pistols, SMGs, shotguns, dodge. Strength, grenade throwing range, and chance to hit for melee and throwing, and then a bunch of melee-related sub-skills. Intelligence, chance to hit with computer programs and drones, and reduced chance to be hit by enemy programs in the Matrix, because the Matrix is something we enter physically.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we got biotech decking and ESP control and drone control in combat. ESP is going to be expert systems programs. These are like autonomous summonable programs.
They should come up with a different acronym for that. That's not what I thought that meant.
So that acronym's intentional.
Okay.
But yeah. So then willpower is magic related. I don't think we're going to use this that much, but we could. Charisma here. So charisma is like shamanic magic, but we can also use this for shamanic magic and also sort of social interaction. So like you get etiquettes, because etiquettes for reference are awareness of. I mean, you know what etiquette means, I would assume, but it's basically in mechanical terms, there are different etiquettes like street thug or corpo or things like that, and it affects your ability to like perform and
interact with people,
interact in those kinds of things. Yeah, it'll open up options.
Okay, that's weird. That's a cool idea.
Yeah. So
that's really interesting.
I say we at least get up to this new etiquette level.
Ooh, what do we have? So we have corporate security and corporate are. What is security?
Security
an entire
is
community of security people.
Yeah, you work in security.
Gang is self-explanatory. So, chat, for those of you who don't know, I worked in a juvie for a year and a half, so I'm quite familiar with gang etiquette.
Yes.
It's great.
So yeah, socialite I think would be self-explanatory. This is rich people.
I guess that smells like corporate to me.
Well, so the difference is corporate would be like climbing ladders, corporate politics, and like socialite is more because not every
going to fancy dinner parties and
a lot of corpo rats aren't going to be socialites, right? Because they're like lots of the people in the corporation are low level like clerks and office workers and that kind of thing. Socialite is going to be the executives and the managers and the high level people.
Okay.
Street.
Well, I imagine I don't know how heavily they're leaning into the fantasy, but I'd imagine socialite is like the royalty, if there is any.
Well, there's not really royalty, but wealth matters obviously a lot. Cyberpunk very much often is the sort of like late hyper-capitalist dystopia thing. So high levels of wealth inequality. These are the people at the top.
Sure.
That's sort of the
heirs and heiresses to mega conglomerates. That sort of thing.
So
the ownership class, as opposed to the
working.
Does the work class? Yeah,
the working class, I think, is the term you're looking for.
Right.
But
street versus gang.
Well, okay. Let's think about where did our character come from. Also, I've decided that our character is going to be named Jeff.
Okay. Oh, come on.
We
not
came
like
up earlier. Jeff,
not Turbo Jeff 6969 or something.
Jeff.
Okay. Just Jeff. Hear that, Grant? You're getting a shout out.
But yeah, so where does Jeff come from? What's his story? Do we want to say like, is he like an ex-corpo guy? Has he maybe like? I don't think he's from money, but maybe he knows. Maybe he's okay. Are we this like? Because we are.
If you give me any degree of control over this process, then I'm going to turn him into a classic '80s anti-system anti-hero. So, like, literally from a rock band, and uses the power of rock and roll to fight the man.
Alrighty.
But no, we can do that if you want. But
he'll have street etiquette, I think.
Cool.
Also, I wonder if we get to choose the etiquette that we should have gotten with our baseline 2.
Oh, does it not let you choose?
Well, so when I advanced to 4, it gave me the opportunity to choose. We start at 2, so we should, I think, have 2 etiquettes, but we'll find out later.
Okay. Now I was in terms of an early RPG build. Well, I suppose you don't build for the early game, do you? Usually, when it's an early RPG, I always get kind of paranoid and locked into this mentality that I need enough hit points to survive the early game. But that's probably
we're not gonna be solo for one. We get other party
Yeah.
members.
Okay.
I think maybe okay. If we're a bit like of a punk rocky kind of guy,
Yeah. Jeff.
I
Jeff
think
the Rebel.
Jeff maybe is actually a bit of a shamanic mage, just to also
Okay.
use our charisma a bit more. So maybe we do some spirit summoning.
Okay.
That I think we want. Ooh, totem choice.
Grant, no, this is not my first time. I've streamed before.
I think he meant
Ice.
Shadow.
Oh, for Shadow? Yes, this is my second time playing Shadowrun. I was a sniper.
First time playing Shadowrunner terms though. But yeah. So for the bear totem, protector, healing, cat, sly, stealthy, get extra dodge, plus quickness, Trixie Boy, Eagle.
These days, now my instinct is to scoop up those extra hit points. My current thought is that it is better to invest in whatever it is that kills the enemy fast.
Well,
Or are we playing a support class or DPS?
Other people are probably going to be doing the shooting.
Okay. So does that mean that we are mostly focused on non-combat tasks?
Well, non-combat, combat
socializing.
support. No, we'll be controlling spirits in combat, which will be helpful.
Okay.
I think.
Is there any of these totems that specifically buff our summons?
I mean, they just buff allies.
Oh, this is for allies. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel eagle maybe. Plus to hit.
What does this do? Sure. Solid makes it more likely to hit somebody.
Yeah, let's do it. Then let's grab.
Grant, are you a Shadowrun guy?
Okay.
Are you a big Shadowrun guy? Been in the meta for a while? Know the system?
I don't think Grant's. But
hopefully not as bad as Ben is on Pathfinder.
Let's do some intelligence too, because I like the hacky bit.
What does that boost? That just gives you more proficiency with drones and hacking?
Yeah, we're gonna deck.
Do you want to save any points for future? Do we have a curriculum here, a graduation plan? Or are we just going to
get
spend
more
points,
upgrade things later? For now, we'll spend our last point on ESP control.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think
Grant says, "Nah, bro, I have no idea what this is."
Well, you're gonna find out.
We are gonna find out together, Grant.
Okay. Here's our bonus etiquette.
Go with us on this journey.
I think.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so I think then the other etiquette we've got is Shadow. I think we've been doing this for this isn't our first rodeo.
Yeah.
Jeff. All right. It's Jeff time.
I'm gonna think of something great in 5 minutes, but I'm blanking right now.
Jeff.
Turbo Jeff.
Experience.
Jeff-tacular. Tickle me, Jeffrey.
Nope.
I don't give a Jeff.
Your apartment. 3:00 in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire.
So right around bedtime.
Yes, for me, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's about all you have left. Running the Shadows is all about feast and famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called, the money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your news. Something needs to change. Soon.
Chat, we've learned a new swear word. Did you catch it? Slagging.
Mm-hmm. Now,
slagging. You bet your ass I'm going to start using that.
Very good. Quick note on a couple of things that introduces us to, right? we get the concept of being sinless and Nguyen. Nguyen is money. I think you figured that out.
Yep.
And
Sounds
sinless.
Vietnamese or something.
Well, it's like new and new
yen. Oh, is it new yen?
Yes, it's not yen. NGUY.
That's right.
Yen, which would be like
yes, right.
But
oh, that's why it sounds Vietnamese because it is a Vietnamese word minus the G.
Well,
minus the soft
right,
G.
but anyways. But
I believe that word that we're thinking of is pronounced Nguyen.
No,
if I'm not mistaken.
No, it isn't.
NGYUEN.
It's not pronounced that way, but I don't think either of us are really experts on Vietnamese pronunciation.
Vietnamese, indeed not. Oh, this is cool. Look at this.
Yeah.
This isn't that bad. A little dinky, but spacious. Wish I had this much room.
Fair. It is surprisingly spacious for the apartment, but boy, is it
a tenement.
Look, there are things moving around.
Yeah, look, you have possessions. You have posters.
Yeah. But
and couches.
But yeah. Anyways, the Leman Jeff, very good.
Look at him. Look at that winner.
But
look at that winner over there.
So it mentioned we're sinless. That's just a reference to we don't have a social identification number.
Oh,
either social identification or social insurance. I forget.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Well, let's look around.
Social identification number. That sounds.
Yeah, no, Grant. It's the same kind of genre of game as the OG Fallout games. They're both CRPGs. I haven't played OG Fallout. I should at some point.
Kill him and Jeffo.
Yep.
Grant figured it out for me.
But yes, great. Our computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. Very good. Thank you, computing technology. Slip of paper with our bank balance for.
What year is this, by the way?
I don't remember. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Let's check our contacts. Maybe we have someone in here who help us find money. So we can live, for more than one.
Is this co-op?
No, it's not. Yeah, this is a single player, but
very much like KOTOR. Then that's the Old Republic.
Probably. I mean, it's they're both RPGs.
You ever played that?
I have.
Yeah.
I don't. That one's not top down, right?
Or no, I'm sorry. Star Wars: The Old Republic is the RPG one. It's literally it's similar to this.
Isn't it first person or third person?
It's third person.
Yeah,
it's third person.
Yeah,
what is this?
This is top down bird's eye or isometric.
Okay.
Which is different. Third person is
Pokemon games are this way, except slightly.
That's a little different.
More directly.
OG Fallout is a very good comparison.
Okay.
But we'll learn you some game genres. Don't worry.
I was about to say, so Grant, I haven't ever played Fallout.
Well, and to be clear,
Fallout Virgin.
Fallout is the Bethesda Fallout games are different than the OG Fallout.
Well, who used to own
Pretty
Fallout?
Significantly. I forget the name of the studio. But point being, Fallout originally was a CRPG like this, whereas modern Fallout is, a first/third person shooter RPG,
Right.
Similar vibes to Skyrim.
Oh yeah, modern Fallout. Right. It's Skyrim with guns in the 50s.
Yeah. Okay. Who do we know? Apocalypse. Fixer who won't respond to our messages. Fellow runner who's dead. Another fixer has been missing since February. Dead runner. Probably dead runner. Dead runner. Retired or dead dealer.
So where?
Well, unfortunate.
Retired or dead.
Yep. All either dead ends or just dead. Yes, thank you, Greg.
And I guess everyone who's retired is retired or dead.
Yes, this is true.
Everyone who's dead is also retired or dead.
Yes.
You just list that whenever someone is retired or dead. It saves us so much time.
Yep. Well, nothing on our calendar.
Sorry. I'll shut up for a second.
Yep. All right, well, no contacts, nothing on our calendar. Ooh, but someone is calling our vid phone.
Ooh. Nobody knows this number.
All right. Here, Trip, you be Jeff, or well, I'll be Jeff.
You're Jeff. Yeah, you're Jeff.
I'll be Jeff. other
prize
folks.
Sam here. Yeah. I got you.
I'll read the narration bit.
I'm trying to decide what voice Sam wants.
Sure, well, you got until I finish reading the narration. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts.
Hey, buddy! Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. Well, what can we say to this?
Tough one. You're gonna have to pick one of these fine options here. I guess we'll see what Sam says.
Now I'm sorry, I gotta think of how Jeff talks.
Didgeridoo.
How does Jeff talk? Well, he doesn't talk that much, just because he only talks in the form of options. But
Oh, so it was Interplay, not Obsidian, JR.
yes, I saw. Yeah, Obsidian did other stuff. For now we'll do just a sort of a standard gravelly voice, and we'll change.
He is a protagonist after all.
Shouldn't have given you my comm code, donk.
Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid.
I guess I decided that he has like a New York accent from the 20s.
Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I?
Alan, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Grant is over here. Ooh, flashback.
I'll take it.
Hey, Grant's done voice acting.
Oh, really?
3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Grant's done everything, man. Grant's done a little bit of everything.
That's true.
He's been in commercials, he's been in movies, TV shows, voice acting, all that.
Yeah, flashback and, I believe, tutorial. Now. So, makeshift dock somewhere, I think Seattle. I missed it. This is 3 years ago.
There's a flashback, okay.
Yes,
sorry, you said that 20 seconds ago. My brain just caught up.
No
yes,
worries.
Flashback.
These are a bunch of the people in our contact list who are dead now.
Oh, cool. Where's Dowd? Where's Dowd?
I don't. None of these people.
You may have already lost. We already lost Dowd, fellas.
Well, let's talk to New Larry.
New Larry.
You've been running New Larry for about 6 months now. He's
I gotta do a different voice for New Larry.
Yes.
Okay,
with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd as well as you do.
Dowd, never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot.
Shakes his head.
Hate this fragging seedy, Jeff. It's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here.
Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a good man tonight.
Soka, sorry. I'm just really ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed.
Hey, that's where I am.
I don't know, Jeff.
Sam is
do I read that part?
No, I read that part. I just forgot. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in the fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. Shakes his head.
That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late.
That bastard better show. Need the money.
I want to get paid as much as you, buddy, but we need to live long enough to actually drink the new yen we earn. Cut the direct, Sam. We both know Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours.
Sam smiles.
New Larry.
A
I want to
smile.
meet old Larry.
I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it.
Here, you want me to do new Larry?
You can. Go ahead.
So you don't have to like read three different
voices.
people and do all those voices.
Hey man, it's.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You want new Larry? You say new Larry. I'll do the next one. That's what I meant.
You were sloppy.
You laughed.
Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking.
You've been drinking, Sam?
On the run? No, not a drop. Not today, not ever.
Something dawns on him. He leans into new Larry. Amused.
We were shut up. And he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Wenraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster.
New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder in the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fix.
Oh, he actually is setting us up, okay. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out.
Hands where I can see him, asshole. He stops, and a smile slowly appears on his face.
What, you gonna take my gun away, Jeff? You know I don't need one.
We've got incoming!
Good lord. Wait, I see JR has chosen the voice of a hearty Scottish man for that orc woman.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Orcs are Scottish.
Looks like my new Wenraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Jeff.
Are you a drink after this?
You'll owe me several.
So now I'm gonna have to change the voice I do for dwarves.
Time for a fight.
Orcs are Scottish. Dwarves can't.
Let's kick some ass.
Ow.
Classic.
Giving us specific.
Open on a double cross.
Yeah, turn-based combat. So yeah, we have action points. We can spend one movement, attacks, spells, items, etc. Then we go, then they go. Pretty straightforward. We can view help.
I'm glad you're enjoying, Grant.
We are almost there. Mark target. Okay, we got that option. Spells. Eagle. Medkit. This will be important. We got 2 APs. Okay. So
If we
you can
pick
see.
right stats.
So one thing you can see cover options there.
Okay.
So you see that shield.
Is that related to that red light, or is that just coincidental?
No, that's related to there being a
Oh, I
large
see.
pile of
Okay.
boxes. So you see the shield? That indicates that we have total cover from that direction, whereas the unfilled shield indicates like partial cover.
I see. I see a 1 also.
That is how many actions it takes us to get.
Okay.
You can see, yeah.
Wow, that's super.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to take out new. So I think what we want to do is we want to fire at new Larry and then get behind cover.
Okay.
Because
We have, how many actions do we have? Do we have 2 actions? Yep. Okay. That works.
Well, run. Okay. Sam has grenade. Let's huck a grenade. Oh.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
AOE. Oh, was that a 60% miss chance I saw?
No, well, so the biggest, I think that's 60. No, that's a hit chance. The issue is we can't actually get it like right between them. So like we're getting them in like not the whole damage radius. So
yeah,
I think we want to.
That might be the only opportunity you have to get them both. They might spread out after this.
All right, here's what we'll do.
That's 60% chance to hit them both, right?
So what we can do instead is it's 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
did
you know
move
what?
Already?
I wanted to move up closer to try to get them both.
That's okay. Probably just
they'll
go
probably
through Larry.
stay
Then.
there. Yeah. Let's try to take out Chris since he's close. We'll spray and pray on him since he's close here.
Spray and pray. Skirt.
All right.
I think that's the bullet noise. Or it's the skidding tires noise, in which case applied here, but oh well.
And more accuracy.
I've gone through like 5 of these today. I feel great.
5 what?
Waters.
Very good.
5 glugs of water.
One
Jonathan
bullet
says you're supposed to drink like 5 of those every single day, and that's like normal human hydration, apparently. Apparently, most people in the world are dehydrated most of the time.
I buy that. All right, I think 80% chance to hit. Like we could use our aim shot, which has a free turn cooldown, but I think since he's already 80%, we'd better be saving it for the guys with longer range.
Oh, you think? What are the odds?
So.
I mean,
well, we got an 80% to hit.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose. I usually am in favor of, given that this system has there's no punishment for front loading your strongest attacks unless you suspect you'll have to fight more later.
Well, so the main reason is it has a cooldown.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
again,
fire
I mean, if it's got a cooldown, you might as well start that cooldown early. Start it sooner than later. Like you'll have to deal with.
Yes, but I want to deal with Larry first.
Sure.
Okay, so here I think we use.
I think you picked the right character portrait, man. It looks great.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's medkit ourselves because we have 10 HP. Then can we? Okay, now that affects. Yeah,
it looks ready for Dia de los Muertos.
Perfect. Okay, we can mark target from here. Mark Larry.
Mark him?
We get plus chance to hit.
Like True Strike?
Okay, now we will grenade the Renraku guy.
There we go. Yep, that's about right. From cover.
This, you bastard.
Sarah, that was new. Oh, that was new Larry's voice?
No, that was what's his face? Sam.
No, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
All right, new Larry's was a bad one.
Yes.
Sam is the.
Alrighty. Here I am comfortable using the aim because this way we guaranteed kill him.
Okay.
Yep.
For sure.
And then I think we take cover.
Concentrate fire, for sure.
Yep. Okay, now that...
My general, and I'm sure this is just common knowledge, but in case it isn't, I will say what I'm thinking here is that concentrating fire means that you take out one of the guns early.
Yeah.
Which means, how do I explain this?
Well, I mean, given that damage does not, damage potential doesn't decrease, as time or as they take damage, it makes sense to.
If you have 10 guys and you fire on them equally, then you have 10 guns shooting at you until they all die at the same time. You're concentrating on them equally.
I forgot we can switch
weapons.
weapons.
On one of them. Oh.
You have a shotgun.
Oh, that's right. You're not playing a weapon. You're not playing a samurai, are you? The weapon samurai guy.
I don't know what archetype. Matt, Sam here might.
Oh, that's right. We did
archetype.
custom, didn't we? We did custom stats, didn't we?
Well,
okay.
Rip that dude. Uh-oh.
Oh no, yep. That would be why you. Fair enough. That's why the cooldown thing is valuable.
Okay.
Is New Larry dead? New Larry's gone.
Yeah, we downed him.
Nice.
Okay, let's.
It's a double cross.
All right. Spray and pray, security guy. Well, that did some stuff. Okay, in this case, I actually no, they're far enough away to shot on them. Okay, not super good at unarmed. Well, okay, we can do bear totem.
Is this an outdoor restaurant? Like, where is this? Why are there tables in a bar?
This
is like a food truck park. But with
I think this is like a little, outdoor shack for food and such.
Like, I want to go here. This seems cool.
Let's use...
Down by the docks.
I keep looking at Ogre Girl's face and wanting to do, to go like Mrs. Puff voice for her, but I'm not. I don't trust myself to accomplish that voice. Oh, take cover. No, that's not it. That's not it. I recant.
Okay. So here, okay, we can act in different orders.
Okay, the guy in the back. Who's your third guy in the back up there? Or I can't. Sorry, you can't see the finger I'm
that
pointing
guy.
with.
That would be
Jeff. That's you.
Yes.
So
here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we run over here and grenade these two because I gave him +1 AP with haste.
Yeah.
Like we can just do this. Yeah. She has spells. She has haste and a bear totem.
Oh, cool. Oh, she's a shaman. Okay.
Apparently we don't have more grenades.
Oh no, you only had the 2. Did you throw
Well, you
both
only
of them?
threw 1. I might have...
Maybe the use of that ability requires 2 ammo?
I'm confused. Weird. But, at this point...
Twice?
We'll have, our troll friend shoot the guy over here. Here, we will try to deal with guys who do not have cover.
Did you hit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
And now...
Look at all that blood.
Oh,
Gallons of blood. Quarts, pints of blood.
Now let's... Well, that's quite unfortunate.
I would have advised you to put him behind the red stand there.
Yes, but I thought we could all we need to do is
you could get him.
One of those 2 shots on either of those 2 guys.
In that case, that's probably correct.
So I think actually now the correct thing is to just try to take them both out with her because we've got to Nope.
In general, chat, I think JR and I are both of the opinion that it's generally better to try to attack and hopefully kill than it is to turtle up. It's generally better to get the guy shooting at you dead quicker than to take a chance that you can adopt a defensive posture and last longer yourself.
I mean,
I think I speak for JR.
Ounce of prevention, pound of cure, and all that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Crit 2x.
Unless, of course, you're Mercy, in which case, a pound of cure is a pound of cure.
I don't believe they know.
Which he has pounds to spare, so to speak. Mercy is my Pathfinder character, chat. It's a role-playing, an RPG that we're currently playing where I have a very, very voluptuous healer character who's a sorcerer.
That is
who's a sorcerer, which is not normally a thing sorcerers are.
Do you know what voluptuous means?
Yes. And I sure do.
I don't think
it's the right word. It's the only word that fits. Voluptuous healing.
Is it though?
Really, really voluminous.
Okay, I think we need to take out...
Right, he agrees with me. I can tell by his silence.
All right.
Yeah, no, you're in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Jeff there is almost dead before the story begins.
Okay, we'll handle it.
I bet you that's supposed to happen.
We will see.
Indeed, let us always assume not, but I bet you it's scripted to lose this.
We'll see. But let's run up here. Now let's use Bear Totem. He just took a bunch.
What's the girl's name?
Sengoma, I believe. Yeah, Sengoma.
Sengoma?
Yeah.
Sengoma.
No, Sangoma.
Sangoma.
All right, we have shotgun.
Yes, indeed. No, Grant, you certainly do. You certainly are the damage sponge in chief of that party. Chat. Grant is our paladin in that ongoing campaign. He takes the hits, and I give them back to him.
All right, we've taken out their fire.
Yeah, run, you little bitch. Run! We'll get you back. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread cyberpunk.
Let's run you over here. Mark the mage. Hopefully I can miss that. Let's see if we miss the shotgun.
Damn, you beautiful man.
Nope. So here I'm spreading damage just because I think we can,
Jeff is still up.
Yes, Jeff is still up with 1 HP.
He's hanging on a thread. 1 HP left.
1 or 2, I'm not entirely certain. It's not a lot.
Cademan! Is that Cademan?
I
Well,
believe
welcome.
it is. Hello, friend.
Yeah, we were just, yeah, indeed. So,
Hey,
Cademan is our rogue for that campaign. Before long, the whole party's gonna be showing up. It's an 8-person campaign. Like, it is, John Burke's been pretty gone. So, 7-person. Really.
Yeah, he's,
but
I
it's pretty packed to capacity.
Alright, we're just gonna try to punch it.
Oh, Ninja. Sorry, I misnamed our newest comer to the chat there. Who knows who he is? Or rather, is Cademan simply saying that he is playing a ninja and not a rogue? I suspect the latter. No, you know what? No, I choose to believe that this man is revealing to us that his name is in fact Ninja.
Let's shoot this lady at close range. Got him.
What face is that?
What? Her face?
Sangoma.
Sangoma
What an
lowers
awesome
her gun,
name.
eyeing Sam. You okay, son?
JR reprising the
Sam's-
voice of Pagnan.
Various dwarves. We believe in harsh dwarven stereotyping here.
Well, that was a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a thing.
You don't look so good, Sam.
You were born for this gig, Jeff. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere, I guess for himself. Stay drunk until I croak.
Go to the brothel and drink a lot. And
No, what I thought he meant like employ himself.
I don't think that's his
Find
plan.
a nice brothel somewhere I can make good money, you know. Haul myself out for cash.
But yeah.
What about you? What about you, buddy?
Find a safe house out of town and lay low. And Raku has a long memory.
I do too. I don't forget my French.
I figured it out. The way you do this accent is just have all of your S's become like eshes. And there you go. That's the New York accent. It should be a little higher pitched.
All right. Well, actually, this might be a great opportunity for us to take our sort of midstream break here. We're right at an hour, and we just completed the part where we learned how to shoot people. So we're gonna go on break for just like 2-3 minutes, guys. Bathroom water, cycle fluids. We'll be back.
Refresh my snacks. I always have a large stockpile of snacks nearby for stream. Great strategy.
You should.
I'll talk. We'll be back in a minute.
See you in a couple minutes.
Excellent stuff so far. How do we
Alrighty, everybody, we are back from break. Got our drinks refilled, our fluids emptied from our bodies, and are prepared for another
Crazy.
hour of Shadowrun.
No, I have discovered. Grant. What an excellent idea. I hadn't thought of this, but I've discovered my future career path. I'll just go hot tubbing. Yeah.
I think there's not quite as much a market for like.
Buy like a little two-piece, you know.
Like I don't think there's as much of a market for male hot tubbing, but you never know.
It's great. Well,
you could create the market, but
I was about to say, like, it is the internet. I actually bet your ass that there is a market for that.
No, there's a market.
I think I will find other ways to make it.
This is true.
Oh, was it? You know, I credited the wrong person with that spectacular venture.
Well, no, actually, no, Grant.
Idea.
Caveman suggested going to a hot tub channel. You were the one who said I should do it. Let's be clear.
Hey, you know.
Anyways, the blame needs to lie with the appropriate person, I think.
We're acting like we have to pick between them. Porque no los dos.
True, true.
But yeah.
And, well, I think
he
we probably...
consider him recognized, Grant. Consider him recognized. The genius of Caden will get its due credit.
We see both of you. Don't worry. You know what you did. Okay. Shall we get back into the narrative here?
Let's, for sure.
All right. You stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Take off the memory. Focus.
I had you back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So, I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 Nuyen insurance policy. Payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction, or in a body bag with justification. Either works.
Also, he said the name of the campaign. He did the thing.
What? What is it?
It's called Dead Man's.
Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mangert, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do.
He turns to his left.
Chet?
The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. You want to do this voice or should I?
Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Mr. Rogers. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain have installed a secure dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices.
The camera swivels back. Sam straightens up, talks seriously. First time.
Look, Jeff. I've led a Drek life, and hey, another swear word. I've led a Drek life, and I probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say?
How callous are we?
You're good. Delay. We'll chalk it up to Zoom delay.
What? Oh, I said, how callous are we? Do we bring in a drinking buddy for a paycheck? That's the line. I think we care about our friend here.
Yeah.
We're a good dude.
Jeff's a gruff action hero. Who can take exactly like one bullet.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll get to the bottom.
Good lord, we picked a squishy class.
Someone will pay. We'll be upgrading our body later, but we didn't have enough points left with the other things I picked. So.
Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab.
Also, I don't like that this game.
What?
It just popped up when we clicked onto this screen. Mission, objective complete. Get a job. Yep. Anyway. Well, Seattle can't be any worse than this.
Oh boy! Wow, what a cyberpunk opening. Nobody knows me. I will be forgotten. But you, my one buddy, at least get even for me.
Yeah. The dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt.
More like the dead man's twitch.
Mm-hmm. New stream name, you say?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
Welcome
absolutely.
to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, illegal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for new yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash. This franchise...
Who's walking around with, like, grafted limbs? Keep going.
Yeah, this franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. Seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. Oh. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death. Yeah. Also, franchise body chop shop. Like, just, wee.
Oh, yeah. Cyberpunk melancholy right there. Some classic stuff.
The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh, industrial-grade antiseptic. Ooh, This looks like a dwarf. I will do dwarf. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop, right?
That's not a dwarf, JR, that's a honeybee. Sorry, continue.
As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgery.
Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir?
That voice is perfect.
Are you the coroner?
I'm John Dresden, the Organ Grinders branch manager here. So yeah, what makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?
Jeff. Hear about Sam Watts. His grin fades.
What makes you think I know anything about that?
Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. Put it here.
I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't got wind of it yet, what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead?
Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. He had a hunch. Raises his eyebrows.
Strategically leave out the amount of money you're going
to... He doesn't even know about that. This is fine. A smile wiping the suspicion from his face.
And switch, eh? Tight drop. Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. Over here.
In my headcanon, Dresden actually does turn to the camera and say title drop. But... And then he says, "You're welcome, Trip."
Oh, hey, look. It's our buddy's corpse.
Aw. Look at that chest hair. What a man.
Oh,
that's just a hole in his stomach. Never mind.
He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown.
Ripper.
Emerald City?
I guess that's Seattle. I'm assuming that's the nickname for Seattle, but I don't.
What a reference. I wonder what that means. What's it called?
You can look it up.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that? The famous color movie. The movie that was the first one in color.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes! Wizard of Oz reference. Weird.
Well,
Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
Ripper, huh? Guess the classics never go out of style.
He sighs.
Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. This one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim.
One?
And-
Does the Ripper do a whole lot more than...
Well,
Watson's liver was cleanly cut out.
Biz. What else?
First victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed.
Also, ironic taking the liver from a drunk. But I kind of want.
Noticed
I
that.
genuinely don't remember the story for this one, so I wonder if that was.
Yeah. Good catch, yeah.
You want to be?
Oh, good luck.
Or wait, actually, hold on. He's a troll. I can do my Scottish accent. Or do you want to read?
I have a Scottish. If you want Scottish, I can give you Scottish.
Yeah, we've decided trolls are Scottish.
Dresden, get out here!
Oh wait, also this guy's a lawyer. You remember his name's McCluskey. He's one of
we
the
need
lawyers.
David in here.
Hear about the new Ripper or something?
I can't read those.
I'll try to read those. I'll just read those in normal voice because they're not
Yeah.
great. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. You ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away.
So this new Ripper, Vic Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back?
Coroner frowns.
So you insisted at
Chortles.
Come on, she offered herself. I had it on very good authority. That's not my best Scottish accent. I'm usually better than this. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge.
Maybe this guy's not one of the lawyers. I could have sworn his name
Oh, he's
was
a
on
cop. No, he's a
Yeah,
cop.
well, he's a detective. But my point is, like, I could have sworn one of the people in the law office was named McCluskey. Maybe I misremembered.
Okay.
he posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. It has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too.
Oh, you know what? No, I know what voice to do for this guy.
Okay.
Scratch the Scottish. Here's what we're doing. So, I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon. It's not a very good line for that accent, but it'll
That's
become
good.
more clear in
Oh,
time.
I think I've got what you're going for already, but we'll see.
Good.
Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado.
You no damn help, dwarf.
The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Also,
Shut up, Jeff.
I also want to point out this is another one of those fun little world-building tidbits that we'll find out more about later. But Lone Star is the cops. But notably, doesn't that sound like a business?
Well, it
'Cause it
sounds
is.
like a Texas thing.
Well, yeah, but doesn't that not sound like a public service? Is I think
I'm
maybe
not
the
familiar
matter.
with any. I'm not familiar with anyone called Lone Star.
Right, because Lone Star is the police have been privatized because hyper-capitalist dystopia. We don't do public services here. That's not a thing. So
Profit margins all the way down.
Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
You the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer.
The Drek, you get anywhere near my investigation, and I will be you on this, and it will be you on the slab, elf.
speech impediment there, man. Looks back at the dwarf.
Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion.
It's my
Someone.
best. For those of you who can't yet tell, that's my best Arnie.
Oh, it is acceptable.
I would
There's no
forgive
judgment
someone
for
in chat who had
voices
no
here.
idea what I was going for there.
No, fair.
But
Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion.
just someone doesn't need to be the actual. Or that's that's secondary.
there you go. Now he's got to fill that quota, Jr.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk to Dresden. Dresden looks amused.
You always make friends that easily.
Well, he didn't really seem like my type. Cocks his head to one side.
Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man?
You would too for 100,000.
Yeah, but we didn't tell him about that, and we still will plan
That's
to.
true. That's right. He doesn't know how much we're getting paid.
I can bring this killer to justice. Street justice.
Maybe again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the tape.
Pauses. He said,
You have honor after a faction. To honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help?
"Take was paying to hold his leash."
I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet.
What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother?
The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago.
Aren't you the official in that sentence?
My name's on the report, but actual findings left some say that wasn't a suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it.
What are organs worth these days? Just to be very
I
nice.
see. So we're learning she was a Russian journalist, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore, what with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other choppers aren't as picky. They don't care where the body's coming from either.
Oh, Organ Grinders is the name
That's
of the
the
business.
chain. That's the name of the franchise. Yes.
I was like, why is he using the singular for that? But it's
Yeah.
because that's the proper name of this place.
Yeah.
Wow. Where are you gonna apply for work, Drez? Oh, I was thinking Organ Grinder.
Yeah. Real reputable,
right,
upstanding
continue.
establishment. Who still uses scalpels?
Doctors still learn how to use them in the first year of med school, as do coroners, but the profession uses them much anymore. Possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look.
Yeah, some of the less reputable
Top shops.
human body part recycling.
Normal run-of-the-mill business. Nothing to see here.
No. We're one of those upstanding human
Oh, yeah.
recycling.
Mm-hmm. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden, got karma. Upgrade her body.
Ooh.
Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking.
No, I'd be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body pockets in the back and see if you find anything useful.
Okay, bro. All right, bro. I feel you.
Okay, then. I'll go do that.
I mean, he's one of those guys who just has been doing this job so long that he doesn't understand how uncomfortable it makes other people.
Yeah.
Go poke around the body parts cabinet that I have in my place of business.
Also, let's get some HP. We've upgraded our HP by 10.
For sure.
Okay.
That's probably wise.
Item picked up. Dock wagon,
Do
basic
you have
trauma
leftover
kit.
karma points?
No. We got 2 and we just used both to upgrade to body level 2. I think is a worthwhile. Yeah. Oh, right. Holding down Alt highlights interactable things. Let's yoink this item. We're just stealing all of his medical supplies. It's okay. He works with dead people. He doesn't need them. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white. The first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It seems the killer knew exactly what it was. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling.
Sterile surgical.
Sorry. No, I got it. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it legible. Standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting. Like.
I was about to say.
Slot it in and get 300 Union.
Congratulations, JR.
Okay, he didn't need it.
You got the dead man's cash.
You know, Preston was gonna probably take it anyway if we didn't. So.
I mean, he wasn't using it.
He's gonna pay us anyway, so this is an advance payment.
I love that. I love little touches like that where like it's an insignificant amount of money and you can take it, or you can do the role play thing and like either way it's a role play thing.
Right.
It's like a petty little, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do you care or not?
I think
it's awesome. I love little touches like that.
Or you have general normal.
Are you going to do the decency thing for the sake of role playing?
Right.
At the cost of a small, insignificant amount of credit. That's really cool.
Well, purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Great. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood is thoroughly soaked in. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Sloshy blood.
This is I'll let you pick. I would look at the note on Instagram.
I was going to say, we should probably read the note and then put down the evidence. You can only see part of the note, given the torn-off bits of bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. See you later. See you there. Love, Jessica.
Oh.
Well, rip, Sam.
Tugging at the heartstrings for old Sammy boy.
We'll find Jessica later and, inform her that her boyfriend is in the ground.
Hey, I'll tell you this.
In several other people, I guess.
Fella had plenty of cash in his wallet, if you know what I mean. Had past tense, eh?
The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Not cold storage.
I was going to say that's like I don't know the conversion that well, but that's like room temperature. Or
that's in the 70s in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's exactly room temperature.
Yep. The cold storage drawer opens. The room temperature storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition.
A man of culture, you say?
Yes.
Wow.
What? You want to take this one?
Oh, I'm getting Stewie Griffin vibes from this guy somehow, but like, I'm sure I can do that voice either.
Whoa, easy there.
In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. Interesting combination. Hey, that's basically what we have.
What the deuce?
We're also a Decker shaman.
I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet.
What do I look like? An alarm clock?
Give me a break, chumma. Haven't had my soy kai yet.
So
Soy calf, thank you. Yes, that's an F. That's what an F.
it be coffee.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with the letter F,
Yeah.
looks like.
Ever wanted a nice warm glass of synthetic coffee?
Soy in it.
Synth coffee.
Oh wait, that's a coffee thing. I hate coffee. Sorry for those of you out there who like coffee. Can't stand coffee. I worked as a barista once. I was so good at it that they promoted me to busboy.
Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story?
I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. Coroner seems to think he can help me out.
What the deuce? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though.
Jake yells towards the other side of the room.
John! Oh, John! Is this guy cool?
Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of deadman switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day.
What's Sam complaining about? He's apparently loaded with friends.
Well. Thanks for volunteering me. Size you up. All right, then. The name's Jake. And you are...
Only Jake.
Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I may be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. You know how it is. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. Damn. Maybe I need some psych after all. John, could you grab me a cup?
Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. You know, corpse juice. Now, what's wrong with this intestine?
You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work.
Oh, thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off of my head.
Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers.
Sam stumbled off during the first fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place.
You've done this before?
Oh, well, it's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy.
Yeah, Jake here's a ring. Gonna start a rewards card, Jake. A few more hits and you get a free night stay.
Jake laughs.
I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union. Missing liver and all. Tell you what. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. You could use a few more health points, though. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that arsehole. In return, I will take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, you know. Trust me. And I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say?
Lisa.
Nice to have someone watching your pet out there.
I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade, eh? I'm not one to go back on a deal, though, John. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. So, what do you say?
I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, let me in.
Great.
I've been hiding. I see you decided not to go with the option where we try to get money out of him. Very good.
Yeah, probably good.
Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, them. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat.
Yells over his shoulder.
Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow.
So, you need a weapon?
Ooh, what do we want?
We're extremely bad with all forms of gun. So rifle.
are we?
Rifle is long range.
Is there a concept of weight in this game? Like, would a pistol be
I don't think so.
low impact on your other stats?
I don't
How big
believe
is
so.
all
I think we
pistol?
want just long range.
Rifle then.
Yeah, like to keep our distance on account of the 28.
Yeah.
Rifle, yes.
Well,
Hmm?
but okay.
You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So, ready for an evening on the town?
Just a minute. Tell me more about these gangers first.
Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners and the Barons looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier.
Watch my back. Make me.
I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you. Yet.
Leave whenever you're ready. Come on. Is there anything else to loot that we have? Look like. Need all the med kits we can get. See, we'll might be coming up on a good stopping.
Yeah, the beginning of the mission, and next time we can
Yeah,
take out some Halloweeners.
I mean, let's see where this takes us.
Halloweenies!
See where this takes us into the Barrens. But yeah, probably.
I wonder if nobody over the course of this mission makes a Halloweenies joke or something related to that name. That's a comedic domino that I need someone to knock over for my spiritual health.
Very good. We'll see. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contempt. Stench grime tell him he's tasty, polluted air. Dash corner.
Those Beijing fumes.
The bus does not stop.
Does the bus stop here?
Not a local, but I've
Very
decided.
philosophical. Does the bus? Do any of us really ever stop here?
Does any bus really ever? Bus? Perhaps.
Hey, look, it's a hunchback.
As you approach, the man sizes you up. You see the age-old fight-or-flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, an
Hey, man. You okay?
Oh, hold on. His name is Vlad. Now I'm thinking I have to do a
Wait.
Russian accent. But what I wanted to do was I'm feeling Cockney for this guy. Oi!
Yes, no, yes. No, I saw something. It's gonna kill me.
Calm down.
Poor boy.
I'm Jeff. What's your name?
My name is Vlad.
Hey, Vlad, those sick tats. Shaman?
The word shaman strikes a chord. Seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs.
Yes, I am a shaman.
What so? What'd you see, Vlad?
See? Yes, I saw something. The other night, I saw a spirit so dark, so alien that...
Trails off.
Where did you see this spirit?
Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union.
Go on now, Vlad. It's not gonna kill you. Say it.
Thank you. I think you're right. Feel better now. More whole. Now, I think I need some sleep.
Falls out and just passes out right next to the bus stop. Huh? Oh, hello, Sarah.
Munchies. Munchies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
Her clothes
What do
may
we
be.
put out for the basic white girl? Do we have basic white girl voice between the two of us, JR? You have one?
Oh yeah, I can do this.
All right. Do you want me to do the side character since you're Jeff?
I mean, I can do some of them. You should do most of them. Here, actually, you take a turn new.
Okay, I got you.
Vary it out a bit.
Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden.
Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way.
What?
Valley girl.
Yeah.
Hold on, Valley girl. It's not my business, but I wouldn't go that way.
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning in that direction, but not full Valley. We're in Seattle, not there.
Good point. That's a good point.
But
What's going on?
I mean, we don't have Cockney English or like jacked Austrians either, but
well, shut up. Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again.
she points to the south.
They rode this morning on these fancy bikes, up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past.
Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys that were after.
Anything else I know about these gangers?
Well, their leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. There you go.
John Paul, Archbishop of Cyberpunk.
Yep, that's him.
Jake checks pistol with religious intent.
Like a friendly bunch. You gonna be safe out here?
He laughs.
You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin.
They're gonna be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts.
She looks you over, then nods.
Don't need to worry about me. I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Say I didn't warn you. Huh? Talk to a few more people around here and then probably call it.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's probably a pretty good stopping.
Definitely don't want to get started on the mission here.
Prostitutes.
Yes. Elves are her favorite. Well, Jeff is Jeff the elf.
Yeah.
What missions do we have?
So, among the stores and venues around here, we have dandelion eaters. We have an elf woman with a cyborg eye. We have upcoming film, The Skeleton. I see they've run out of movie names. in the future.
Good old organ grinders.
There's organ grinders, yes.
Soy calf.
We have Diamond Margarita and Carrot.
Carrot.
Classic.
I like
And then
carrot.
coffee.
I think this is Jake's stash.
What?
We have an objective: find Jake's stash.
Oh, Jake. Sorry, Jake's.
Yes.
I was thinking Jeff's.
Oh yeah, Jeff does not have a stash.
No, Jake's stash makes much more sense. Oh, hey, look, soy calf.
Yeah.
Little soy calf advertisement right up there.
Oh yeah, soy calf. Soy calf.
So yeah, so far very classic open.
Mhm.
You want to just spend like instead of wandering around, you want to spend like any time discussing this, or is it a
Sure.
little early?
Here, well, let's get through this, then we can talk a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Ali is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front.
Open the safe with Jake's mag card.
With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is perfect match for your skills. You take the gear.
Convenient, a perfect match for our skills. Fetish. Excellent. Well, those.
Wait, it's called a fetish?
So fetish is actually a term from like certain sort of like occult practices.
Really?
That's where it originates. Yeah,
I
I forget
didn't
the
know
exact
that.
meaning, but yeah. So in this case, it summons an arrow.
Chad, we all learned something new today.
So we're gonna swap with one of our med.
Next time someone like accuses you of having a fetish, like, yes, I do worship pagan gods.
Yep. Oh, well, we've started a combat, but I think we can probably save in the middle.
Okay.
Oh boy!
thugs.
Hey, there goes half our health. But
Hey,
There
I'm glad
goes
you
half
took the
our
extra
health.
health. Otherwise, that would have been the end of the fight.
well, no, because Jake can revive us. There are lanes.
Oh, okay.
Think of going down as being incapacitated, but not straight. But yeah, let's.
So far, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sam, I think, is so far the best character, though I'm waiting to see like any other characters get development.
Right. And yeah, from what I recall, yeah, there's definitely like the Shadowrun games have some fun characters.
Okay.
Jake is definitely like funny at the very least,
Yeah. Did I say Jake? I meant Sam.
No, you said Sam. I was just saying I also
Okay,
like Jake.
Yeah, Jake's great. No,
You
I,
just haven't seen him.
I like to think that I had a little something to do with that.
No, the voice definitely I think fits the character quite well.
I need to get in touch with like Grant and learn about voice acting. If he knows, if he has tips.
It seems fun. Yeah. Also, I'd just like to point out that we are standing directly next to this guy, and we have a 2 in 3 chance of missing. we are quite bad with guns.
Is that a sniper? If it's like a bolt action sniper, then that's not that.
This is an assault rifle.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's
We are not good with
it.
guns.
Can happen. You seen Pulp Fiction?
I have not. Actually. I need to. But
Oh, it's great. They miss, and then they have like an entire 10-minute long scene arguing about whether or not it was a miracle that they missed.
very good.
And it's good. Somehow it's good television.
I mean, if you write good dialogue, most things can be. But yeah, no, I mean, I really love the way Shadowrun like blends this like normal traditional cyberpunk setting with this it brings in the elements of like magic and fantasy quite well. And because for one thing, what it does is it lets you play with magic is as like has a lot of like history as like something that plays into like how people think about the world, magic and spirituality and
Sure.
So Shadowrun gets to basically bring that very physically into the world, which lets them do some fun, interesting stories.
I guess I worry that the idea of cyberpunk tends to feel kind of pretty intentionally feel bleak and nihilistic at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if magic, just inherently the idea that magic exists in the world might be a clashing might clash with that.
So the thing is, though, that like the magic often, at least, magic isn't just hope, right? For example, Vlad that we encountered, right? Who's like seeing this freakish terror from, this like freakish eldritch terror or something. That
Yeah.
And it very much like can and often is used.
It's usually split more clearly between good and evil, maybe, is what I want to say. What do you think?
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Like, because in Shadowrun, it's more like taking various, various real world sort of, like, for example, with the shamanism, right? Various real world shamanic things, and then having those characters actually, manifesting abilities and having that. It gets to play with those kinds of aspects of culture because of the like physical impact on the world. That
I guess that's what it is.
Come up in sci-fi.
Particularly with shaman characters, I'm wondering if like a shaman character will inherently have a rich spiritual life, right? I'm wondering how they're going to integrate that into this idea of a cyberpunk setting, which is supposed to be.
But like it's often linked with like for example, one common archetype for shamans in Shadowrun is that they're eco-terrorists.
There we go. There we go. That's how they're gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, and that's one way. Because it's like they are a connection to the natural world in a very artificial sense.
They must be cut off from their element here in the middle of the mega city.
Yeah. Well, or it manifests in a different kind of way, and it makes it is jarring and it sort of clashes. But they also these are characters who are living in and adapting to the world in which they exist, sometimes with more, friction than others. So it's just another avenue that characters can exist along that is not common in Cyberpunk, which is really fun. And then, of course, you have your typical, transhumanism and that kind of thing. So.
Thought I had real quick. I don't want to promise this, so I'll just throw it to you as an idea that I'm spitballing, but like, it's I wonder, I haven't seen many streamers do specifically this, but the idea of having like a short debrief session after each stream, like this, like we have like a screen for that, or that we can switch to or something.
Well, we can just switch to the booth view. Now it is just our faces.
Okay.
But
I can't. Oh.
Cool. Oh yeah, well yeah, you can see it on the stream, not on our.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy talking about these games, kind of, and we can definitely do that midway through as well. But given that we're also reading out all the voices, it definitely gets in the way of banter a bit.
Specifically with fair use law, by the way, which I've been studying recently, it helps us legally in case anyone ever decides to claim copyright because
that's
specifically if we're running criticism on, then it is a transformative use.
Let's plays exist and have existed.
Indeed.
That's not really a concern, but it makes it fun. I like doing the voices. I like that whole aspect. I think it makes for good viewing experience. My opinion. Right. But, hey, we're figuring this out. So of course, you guys watching, feel free to like.
Lest I give the opinion that like I'm only suggesting that for the sake of CYA in the legal world. No, right. I also just enjoy talking with you specifically. So about these subjects.
Yeah, talking about like fiction and
plenty to dissect here.
Definitely.
This seems like a cool campaign, and I'm eager to follow more sessions of this.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
I got to find a game for you to observe while I play, though. We'll find something.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll play some Shadowrun.
I'm trying to
and
think.
We'll see how
yeah.
I actually have a thought on that, but we can talk about that in a moment once we're no longer live. Don't want to give away too much of our future plans.
Oh yeah, and it's secrets. You don't get to know, Chad. You don't get to know. You have to stay in the dark. You have to just wait, like everyone, like us when we watch The Mandalorian. You just have to wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts for this stream?
None so far. It's certainly I love novel ideas, and the idea of combining cyberpunk with D&D high fantasy is certainly something that is it's the kind of thing that I would have felt daunted if I were tasked with doing. So I really respect these guys for even endeavoring to try to make this work, and it seems like they're doing so far. So I'm excited to see more.
Yeah, and yeah, for me, I love Shadowrun. It's my favorite cyberpunk setting, probably. It's really cool. I'm excited to get to explore more of this and, chat with Trip about it. So, show all of you guys. So, in any case, without further ado, I think that's going to bring us to the end of our time for tonight. But we will be back next Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel, with Dead Man's Twitch.
Dead Man's Twitch.
Well,
You heard it here first, guys. All right.
all right.
Take
Catch
it
you
easy,
later,
everybody.
See ya.